guys, what is going on? We have finally finished stupid thing, cable. But anyhow, we have finished Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on GBA, which was quite the hassle here, especially dealing with Riku's story. As much as I want to play this on DS, I tried to do it on an emulator, but you can only just watch videos of it. So you could probably just watch it on YouTube on your own time. But however, for this bad boy here, we are finally, and I mean finally, gonna start some Kingdom Hearts 2. And thank God I chose to get past the beginning part first, so I can get on to Sora's part. But enough said. Let's finally get started my most favorite Kingdom Hearts 2 that I love with all my heart and passion. So let's go. And keep in mind, I did choose the path of a guardian. I chose the shield on my playthrough. There it is. Let us get started. Alright, so we gotta meet with King Mickey at the station. Yeah. And there's the story, whatever. What the? There's some more? Whatever. Alright, I think we're all good. Enough stalling. Let's go. Yeah, right. Cypher and the gang.
Hey, you. Where'd you come from? You here to pick a fight with us or something?
Fight? We're not here to fight.
Okay, smart Alex. Time to teach you how to behave in my town. Bring it.
Man, what a jerk.
One moment. If you're gonna fight, why not make it a proper struggle?
What?
You see, Cypher, I'm a really big fan.
What? What do you want?
In other words, I want to see more of your super cool moves. You handled the tournament with real style, and you absolutely dominated the title match. But I just can't get enough. Don't you see? The matches are far too short. And what's your name?
Sora.
Sora. If you want to fight a match, you just say the word.
Yeah, sure. Yep, this is where we can do struggle. Like the instigator he is. And we don't have to worry about stuff just yet. We'll come back here soon. kind of funny that there's no skateboards, too. Well, not yet with the skateboards. Nope. No bodies. Oh, I'm surprised I'm not using reversal ability, reaction ability. What's this all about? Oh, that's it. Yeah, they're all tired. No! Yep. Mickey!
Your Majesty?
You gotta board the train and leave town. The train knows the way. Here.
And storms off.
Your Majesty!
The king? Was that really him?
It could have been. Yep, I know it was.
Now we know it's okay.
The king was locked in the realm of darkness, right?
Uh-huh.
But we just saw him.
Yep.
And if the king is here, that means Riku's here.
He's gotta be.
Well, I'm gonna go look for Riku. Then he and I can go back to the islands together. Kairi's there waiting for us. What are you two gonna do?
Oh, of course, Sora. You have to ask.
Hey, what's so funny?
Your face. What do you say, guys? Let's stick together for one more journey. To where again?
We have to board the train.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Yep. And already an Ansem report. Wow.
Wait up!
Huh?
Hey, Sora?
What?
Nothing, but
We came to see you off. It just seemed like something we ought to do.
Oh. Really? Thanks.
Cool guys. That's why they're on my S tier list. I mean, not S tier, A tier
You
list.
should hurry and get
Those,
your ticket.
those.
Right.
I really like those three. They're really cool. If I was around their age or anything like that, I would definitely like to have friends like them. I really do. They're all cool. And they're on the A list for me. A tier list on me.
What is that?
They stole it.
Same.
Yeah.
Mickey stole it.
3 tickets, please.
I'm just kidding. That's not true.
I can't help feeling like we won't see this town again.
Why not?
You're thinking too much.
Yeah, you're right.
See, Peter ain't such a bad guy. We were just new. You know, I could have sworn Goofy was with the adventuring rules and whatnot. On the original version, not the not the final mix version. The original version. He was with the adventuring rules. Let's get on.
Okay, let's go. Bye.
Hey, Sora? You sure we haven't met before?
Positive. Why do you ask?
Oh,
I
why
don't
not?
know.
Why not pause? Oh, Sora, you're crying, dude. You just met those guys.
Yeah.
But it does seem sad, though. It really does.
Pull it together.
Right. See ya. You know? I'm sad.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we can visit Hayner and those guys again.
Yeah, definitely.
Guess that's that.
Let's go.
Go where? It's not like we have homes to return to. We don't exist, remember?
Yes, it's true. We may not have homes. But there is some place I want to go. And someone I want to see.
Same here. So, you think you might let us go? I know you're here to get rid of us, but...
Diz wants to get rid of me?
Go.
You sure about this?
I owe you both.
For what?
Castle Oblivion. You helped us.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Thank you.
Oh, here we are.
There goes our ride.
You said it, Sora. There goes our ride. Oh, there it is. Adventuring rule number 17. Collect information.
What's going on?
I sent some of my lackeys inside to see if the master in this here tower's as big and tough as they say. Word is he's a real powerful sorcerer, which would make him
boy,
the
oh
perfect
boy, that
bodyguard
voice
for
sounds
me.
familiar.
See, it don't matter how tough he is. Once he's a heartless, he'll do as I say.
Yes.
That's right. They're those things that come out of the darkness in folks' hearts. Why, with all those heartless at her side, my dear friend Maleficent is gonna conquer everything. And since I got me a debt to pay, I'm going round to a bunch of different worlds and building an army of heartless, special for her. Oh, why am I talking to you pipsqueaks anyway? Go on, Scram. I'm behind schedule as it is.
You ought to find something nicer to do.
Oh, says who?
It's Pete.
Huh? Oh, it's you!
Pete?
What are you two Nimrods doing here?
What are you doing here?
You know him?
We sure do. Pete's been causing trouble for ages. His Majesty banished him to another dimension a long time ago. I wonder how he escaped.
Correction. Pete was crossing the line. Well, slight spoiler. Pete crossed the line when Pete was actually crossing the line and I'm birthed by sleep. And His Majesty, don't you mean Her Majesty, Queen Minnie? Because Queen Minnie was the one who called the guards and banished him. So, correction, it was Minnie, not Mickey. Mickey wasn't even there when Pete was crossing the line during the contest, the voting contest, in Birth by Sleep.
You want to know how, eh? Well, Maleficent busted me out, that's how. And now your world, no, all the worlds are gonna belong to yours truly. Cause Maleficent's gonna help me conquer them.
Maleficent, huh?
Oh, what are you laughing at? Why, Maleficent's power is so great that...
She's toast.
Huh?
We killed her.
Sorry, but Maleficent can't help you now.
What do you mean?
We killed her.
You! So you're the ones that did it.
Well, we might have had something to do with it.
Heartless Squad, round up!
Let's get the shadows. Good job, Donald.
You just wait. Nobody, and I do mean nobody, messes with the mighty Pete.
So, Mighty Pete, who lives in this tower anyway?
Oh, you don't know, eh? Well, it's old Yen Sid. Of course, he's probably a heartless by now.
Master Jensen lives here?
Yen Sid is the king's teacher.
Wow, sounds powerful.
Go.
Alright, we're some enemies. Yep. The area's infested by Heartless, just as Pete said.
haven't changed one bit.
Well, it's a good thing we're on the job then.
So, the worlds aren't at peace after all?
Nope. Even though we defeated Ansem, they weren't at peace at all yet. Because we missed out a lot. Oh, there he is. Yensid.
Master Yensid, it's an honor.
Hey there.
Sora, show some respect.
So, you are Sora. Now then, have you seen the king yet?
We did.
Yes, we did, Master. But we didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Yes, the king has been quite busy of late. Therefore, it would seem that the task of instructing you three falls upon my shoulders. You have a perilous journey ahead of you. You must be well prepared.
You mean, we have to go on another quest? I was looking forward to finding my friend Riku, so we could go back to the islands.
Yes, I know. However, everything in your journey, Sora, is connected. Whether you will find your way home to the islands, whether you will return alone or with your friend, and whether or not the islands will still be there. And the key that connects them all is you, Sora.
I'm the key?
Chosen wielder of the Keyblade, you are the key that will open the door to light. This book contains valuable knowledge you will need for your journey. Study it carefully. Once you have finished, we will speak of the enemies you will surely confront.
Okay.
We get a map. Goofy, you and your adventuring rules. All right. The beginning. Each journey gives rise to chance encounters, and each encounter brings forth a farewell. A farewell leads to a journey. The worlds open their hearts. There are those chosen by the light, and those ensnared by darkness. Friends who share the same bonds, though their paths may differ. When you doubt the path trod thus far, when the hand you held is lost to you, gaze anew at the heart that once was. for all the answers are within. The interlude. A long dream, a sad farewell, hanging in the air in that world between. What is reality? What is illusion? The path chosen by the young boy lead to his memories. When caught in the stream of the days and nights going past, gaze anew at your steps, for there all confusion will end. And the last one. The future story. The day will come when this battle born of confusion will end. It is different things to different people. Can the reality be that which is hidden? The reason is mere existence. Still memories can be believed. Be not afraid. Entrust your body to the soothing ways of your memories. By and by, your fleeting rest will never be over. Everything will begin.
But wait a sec. How come the Heartless are still running around?
Your past endeavors did prevent an immense effusion of Heartless from the Great Darkness. Make no mistake about that. However, the Heartless are darkness made real, and darkness yet lingers in every heart. The Heartless are fewer, but while darkness exists in a single heart, it will be difficult to eliminate them.
Gorge, that must mean if everybody's heart was full of light, them Heartless would go away.
Now, it is time to speak of the enemies that you will encounter. If one such as you, Donald, yields to the darkness in their heart, they too will become a Heartless. But you know this. The Heartless are always lurking and ever seeking to capture new hearts. Never let your guard down. Now then. At times, if someone with a strong heart and will, be they evil or good, becomes a Heartless, the empty shell they leave behind begins to act with a will of its own. An empty vessel whose heart has been stolen away. A spirit that goes on even as its body fades from existence. For you see, no bodies do not truly exist at all. No bodies may seem to have feelings, but this is a ruse. They only pretend to have hearts. You must not be deceived.
No bodies. They don't exist.
Now then, the being you see before you is known as a dusk. They are the most common form of nobody. But there are others, some larger, some with frightening and unique powers. Be vigilant. On your journey, you will meet an alarming number of dusks. They will all attempt to do you harm. Still, they are nothing but empty shells, destined to return to darkness. But the beings you see before you now are different. These powerful nobodies have formed a group called Organization 13. It commands the lesser nobodies.
That we already fought in Chain of Memories.
Organization 13.
But they don't remember them.
While Heartless act on instinct, Nobodies function in a higher manner. They can think and plan, and it seems they are working towards a goal. What that goal is, we do not know. The king sensed the danger and journeyed forth to fight it. He found the Dark Realm's Keyblade and with it closed the door. Now he's traveling from world to world, fighting the Heartless as he seeks the answer to the riddle of the Nobodies and Organization 13.
Then I guess we better go find the king first.
But where could he be?
Well, we won't know till we look.
Yeah, and the king must know where Riku is, because the two of them were together in the Realm of Darkness when we closed the door. You know, after defeating Ansem.
So, before you go, you will need more suitable traveling clothes. Those look a bit too small for you.
Yes, they are.
Through there, you'll find 3 good fairies. If you ask, they'll create for you appropriate garments.
Gorge, Sora, you sure are growing fast.
I guess.
These fairies are from Sleeping Beauty.
Me, you guys, Riku, and the king. I don't care who this organization is or what it's planning. With the 5 of us, I mean, 6 of us, there's nothing to worry about, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Let's do it. Get new clothes.
Well, look who's here, dears. Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Oh, if you're looking for clothes, you've come to the right place.
I'll do the designing.
Oh, that will never do.
Oh, now, dears.
But don't you like this better?
Alright. They'll be fighting over it.
Are you certain?
Blue.
I wonder how long they've been fighting over this.
Would you just decide?
Oh, well.
All right, then. Together now, dears. And no more squabbling. Oh, my.
Yeah, look at that.
Lovely.
Oh, yes. He does look very dashing.
Now, those aren't ordinary garments.
They have very special powers. Take the orb, dear.
And watch what happens.
Oh, hey, Alita Bloom. And hey, Activity. Yep, we're finally started with Kingdom Hearts 2 after I cleared Chain of Memories after having a hard time with Ansem on the GBA version with Riku. Man, oh man, it was a hard time. But thanks for all of y'all stopping by. I hope y'all are doing well. Now we just got Valor form.
Wow.
Ooh, keyblades.
This journey's going to be twice as difficult as your last.
Your garments also have other powers, but you'll have to discover what they are as you continue on your journey.
Okay, I'll do my best, and thanks a lot.
Oh, and there's something else for you from Master Yen Sid. Oh, boy!
Wait, disappear on midnight? What do you mean? Yeah, we get battle for him. We gotta use Goofy. Goofy needs to be on the field. Now we can use the drive command. Yep. Oh wait, it's not Sin. Yeah, if you're talking about where those fairies are from, they're from Sleeping Beauty. And yep, Aelita, I can't get enough of Kingdom Hearts 2, and Whoa, what the? Huh? Sora, I think you dropped something. Huh? It must have fallen out of your pocket. What is it? Part of a picture? Yes, I think I'd rather use like Sora's deep voice than Sora's hot child voice and whatnot, because a little fun fact on the first Kingdom Hearts, the actor Haley Joel Osment was actually 14 years old when he was voicing Sora on the first Kingdom Hearts. And then Kingdom Hearts 2, I think he was more older than that. I think he, it came out 2005, so I think he was 17 or 18 that time. But yeah, moving on. What is it? Part of a picture? Is this a gift too? Oh, we don't know anything about that. But if you found it in your pocket, it must have something to do with your adventure. Hold on to it, dear. In fact, you should hold on to other pieces as you come across on your journey. I'll make sure to note them in my journal. Yep, they're scattered around throughout our journey, as we'll need some drive commands. Oh yeah, that's right. We do have our forms ability and whatnot, too. And as we have our Ballad form, Kingdom Hearts 4, oh man. Honestly, at this point with Kingdom Hearts, if I see something that looks interesting in the gameplay or anything like that, I might play it. If not, then I think that's it. What really got me into Kingdom Hearts 3 was mainly Toy Story, because Toy Story is my most favorite Disney movie of all, and I really loved it. So Toy Story is what really drew me in Kingdom Hearts 3. I loved it. But if I don't see anything that piques my interest in Kingdom Hearts 4, then that's just it.
So you guys ready to go?
Now, just a moment.
Aww.
Because of your previous endeavors, the worlds have returned to their original states. That means the pathways between them have disappeared.
How do we get around?
Do not fear. If what the king suspected proves true, the worlds have prepared new pathways along which you may travel. These pathways may be utilized by unlocking special gates. How these gates are opened, I'm afraid I do not know. However, the Keyblade will serve as your guide. When a beam of light radiates from the Keyblade, return to the gummy ship. Though the worlds may seem far apart and out of reach, they nonetheless remain connected by invisible ties, as do our hearts.
Our hearts are connected.
That is correct.
Got it.
But be warned, as you proceed, the Heartless and the Nobodies will be using their own paths. Corridors of darkness.
Alright,
to travel
see you later,
from
activity.
world to world. They may be attempting to link these dark pathways to the gates between the worlds.
Hey, that's not fair.
Now then, that is all the information I can give to you. Go forth, Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Everyone is waiting.
Okay, let's get going.
Oh, you haven't played Final Fantasy, Alita?
Master Yensen.
Oh.
We sure do appreciate the help.
I will tell you this with Final Fantasy. Let's see. What's Final Fantasy? I would definitely tell you to start with Final Fantasy 9. You will love it to death. It is really, really good. You'll love it. Final Fantasy 7 is mostly a first Final Fantasy for anyone from the 90s and whatnot. And as much as I want to give it an S, I want to give it an A because I don't want to be too predictable because it is my first Final Fantasy game and it's really good, but to a lot of people, it is overrated. Very overrated to a lot of people. It really is. But it's still a good one to me, but that's kind of your own opinion whether you like it or not. But Final Fantasy IX, definitely start with that one. Because I think that game really needs a lot of love and it's really good. Good story, legitimate battle system. It's just good. I did do a playthrough of it on my YouTube. You can just pretty much take a look at that.
My goodness, what's that?
That's fine.
Somewhere before?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is what you prefer. That's fine.
I wonder whose it was.
Malefa!
That's perfectly fine.
No, we mustn't remember her name. Oh, dear.
She was a mean old witch. Oh no, the memories are coming back. What'll we do? Oh, what'll we do?
Goodness me. Oh, whatever shall we do? Perhaps we should tell Master Yen Sid.
Yes, that's what we must do. Hurry.
Maleficent!
Like almost any other character in Kingdom Hearts can die.
Howdy, Sora. How you doing? It's your favorite gummy engineers here, ready for duty. Chip and Dale. Happy flying!
Hello, Bastion.
Only one?
That's no good.
Wait, I think it's a world we know.
Huh? You want to go back to Twilight Town? Come on, we gotta get moving ahead.
Can't go anywhere yet. Let's go in Hollow Bastion. In this game, what I liked about Kingdom Hearts 2 Gummy Ships is that it's much more easier and whatnot, and not too boring to deal with and whatnot. And then
Maybe they really did.
I don't really do too much Gummy Ship stuff, really.
Ooh, this castle sure ain't what I expected. No shine, no nothing. Oh, now what's gonna happen to our plan?
But yeah, I don't really do any gummies, really. Hey, look, there's Huey, Dewey, and Louie in Hollow Bastion instead of Traverse Town. Oh, you didn't actually build your own gummy in Kingdom Hearts 1? I've definitely did build it.
It's Hollow Bastion.
Gorge, looks kind of different now.
I hope you and the kid are doing okay.
Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have to do some fighting.
Yep. Here we are, the new Hollow Bastion. The marketplace. We can worry about armor later. Definitely using the ability ring though. Let's see who could use some. Nobody, huh? No, too hard. Plus, I like the story more. Eh, that's fine. I would say almost if anything with the gummy system and whatnot, how the speedrunners do it, they just have their cockpit only, and then they be able to get through the get to the worlds a lot more quicker. They don't usually fight. That's how the speedrunners do it. Oh yeah, these Moogles can synthesize for us. But we don't have any recipes yet. Hey, there's Uncle Scrooge. Uncle Scrooge? Who? He's Donald's uncle, a business typhoon. Before the Heartless showed up, he traveled the world on a gummy ship with the king. Oh, I don't know that. I guess for a challenge, that's perfect. Yes, indeed. He was helping to set up the traffic system. A transit system! What's all the racket? Why, if it isn't Donald and Goofy. Hello, lads. Aye, You all look hale and hearty. So do you, Uncle Scrooge. If only I were. I cannot seem to recreate my favorite old ice cream. I'd make millions if I got it right. Terrible. Yeah, we can't reach it yet. We need high jump.
Oh,
Hey, what's going on?
That's the town's defense mechanism.
It's Yuffie.
Yuffie!
Look out!
Give me strength! Back off!
Now we can use reversal. And I forgot to mention to level up our.
Hey, you guys!
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
I see you're still in top form.
What'd you expect? Looks like you're doing okay.
Well, what did you expect?
How are the others?
Great!
Hey, Yuffie, have you seen the King and Riku?
Nope. But I had a feeling I'd see you guys again.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
Is that supposed to be Leon? Everybody's working on stuff over at Merlin's house. Come on.
So yeah, like I was trying to say is, we have to do, for every attack we deal, so every hit we do on the enemies, we get experience.
It's over!
Hey, it's Sid, Leon, and Aerith.
Meet the Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee.
We missed you.
Well, if you ain't in top shape.
I swear though, in the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, I swear if they ever ruin Sid's voice, there's gonna, or his character, there is going to be trouble. And I mean big trouble. Because a lot of people do like Sid, and I like Sid too. And forgive me for saying this, because that's one of my most favorite lines of Final Fantasy VII. Sit your ass down and drink your goddamn tea! That's one of my favorite lines. So I swear though, I would want to say Arlie Ermy could be the perfect voice for Sid from the Sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. But, alas, he's not with us. He passed away by pneumonia. He was also the Sergeant in Toy Story. But man, oh man, I bet he'd be a great voice for Sid for that. Especially using one of those Full Metal Jacket lines. I'd say maybe J.K. Simmons would be a great voice for him, who was J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man. The Spider-Man movies. But who knows? But I swear, they better not ruin Sid or else I'm really gonna bug out.
I knew it.
Knew what?
A while back, everyone suddenly remembered you guys, all at the same time.
You remembered? Wait, does that mean you forgot about us?
So where have you guys been all this time?
We were sleeping.
Where? In cold storage?
It doesn't matter. This is great. Everyone's together again.
So, we're trying to find Riku and the king. Have you seen him?
No.
Right.
Sorry, but let us know if there's anything we can do to help, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Don't go thanking us just yet.
I don't really know if they're gonna remake them all. I heard rumor that there may be a remake of Final Fantasy 9. But I heard there's gonna be an anime of Final Fantasy 9, but I am very skeptical, and I swear they better not ruin it because Final Fantasy 9 is another likable Final Fantasy. So if they ruin it, then I'm sure they're gonna catch a lot of fire by the fans because I can't believe what they just did. So I am skeptical if they really are meaning well of making that game. Just as considering how long it took them to create the Final Fantasy VII remake and how they made that controversial ending. Well, slight spoiler, but hey, that's to my opinion though.
Hollow Bastion's got a problem. A big problem.
You mean like nobodies and heartless?
That's right.
Sounds like you could use our help.
Then let's cut to the chase. Sora, Donald, Goofy, we were hoping the three of you might give us a hand around here.
Like we're gonna say no?
I forgot who I'm dealing with.
What do you mean by that?
Just think of it as a sort of Leon compliment.
Follow me to the Bailey. There's something you need to see.
Oh, I thought it was you. Right on time.
It's Ryan!
Sora and the gang said they're gonna help out.
Splendid. We'll count on you.
Right.
Ah, yes. Did you give them the cards, dear?
Oh. Here. They're presents for you. Leon thought you might like to have them.
Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Membership cards!
Kinda cool, huh?
Hey, thanks, Leah. Huh?
Leah? His name's not Leah.
Oh no, we're supposed to be at the Bailey.
Just kidding. Just a moment, Sora. What about your magic? Huh? Oh, that's right. Maybe you forgot it while you were asleep. Now, what am I to do with you? I suppose I'll have to lend you a few spells, but be careful with them. Thanks, Merlin. To the Bailey and fast! And it's funny how Donald was the one who taught you magic when you first meet them, too. Who taught you fire. Hmm? I like how you can open up treasures during battle, too. It's really cool. Yeah, I'll definitely need high jump to get over there. Drive recovery, sick. Hmm? Wait, I don't remember having this whole toggles MP charge. Yeah, like, what's the point of doing that, to be honest? That's kind of that's really stupid. Like, why would you even do that? Oh, there he is. Alright, Leon. What's up, man?
Look at that.
Oh,
We want to restore Hollow Bastion to what it used to be. Who knows? Maybe even something better. There's still a lot to do, but I'm sure we can handle everything. Except for that and that.
we'll handle him.
Well, that's good to hear. So, Sora, do you know what's going on then?
There's this guy, Pete, who's been going around plotting with the Heartless. But he's not smart enough to tie his own shoes. The ones we need to worry about are the nobodies.
And those Organization 13 guys in charge, too.
You called?
Oops.
You're doing well.
Who's that?
This calls for a celebration.
More nobodies. Yeah, we get to fight alongside Leon. How was Goofy able to level up? He's not with us. What I do? Uh-oh, I better focus on the gate. I am not paying attention. I'll totally pick the end. Bull crap. And we learn fire. Ah, man.
Keyblade.
Nearly wasn't paying attention.
Truly marvelous weapon. Were it only in more capable hands.
Show yourselves!
There they are, the organization.
Organization 13!
Good, now we can settle this.
What a shame. And here I thought we could be friends.
What? Yeah, right.
What's the big idea?
Oopsie daisy.
Move!
Now, do you think that's polite? Shutting me down like that?
I said get out of the way!
As if. You can talk all you want, but that won't change a thing.
Then we are gonna make you move.
See, that would work if I were just any old dude. Except I'm not. I'm with the organization. Nothing any old about me.
Huh, tough talk for someone who stood on the sidelines while his nobody flunkies did the fighting.
Oh dear. I think you got the wrong impression.
You gonna cry?
As if. Why don't I remind you how tough the crowd you're dealing with really is?
Remind me?
That's right! Used to give me that same exact look.
I guess you think you can psych me out by saying really random stuff.
Gee, I just don't know. Be a good boy now.
Wait!
Too late, Donald.
Yes, he got away.
That was weird. Who gave him the same look?
You know, I think he was just trying to confuse you.
Yeah, you're right. Only one me. the Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Oops.
Wow.
Huh?
What's this?
Gorge, you think?
Yes, it is. Just as Yensid told us. You seal the keyhole.
Oh, now I get it. That must have been the gate Yensid talked about.
Oh boy!
Sorry to run, Leon, but other worlds are calling.
Yep.
Organization 13. They look tough. Be careful out there.
See you soon.
Do my eyes deceive me? Does he really have the power to wield the Keyblade? He's nothing but a boy.
Give him a chance. It means he's straight as an arrow. He's pure of heart. Unlike all of us here.
Yeah, adventure.
He had better be, or else he's worthless. I truly hope he's enjoying himself on his adventure. Maybe he'd like a hand to determine his fate.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor, we can let him do what he wants for now. Then we'll all jump in if needed.
Those are bold words coming from you. Are you saying you'll volunteer to take care of it if things go wrong? Huh?
What? Me? No, you have the wrong guy. I'm not comfortable with that.
You act as though you have a conscience. When was the last time any one of us felt anything?
Truer words were never spoken. Well, I suppose the fun will have to wait.
Do you know what happens to those who lose their true purpose? Inevitably, they destroy themselves.
Gentlemen, the hero of the Keyblade has embarked on a new adventure. Make sure it is one he will remember. Now go.
Yep, there's the new world. But Twilight Town's gone.
Hey, what happened to Twilight Town?
Good question.
It's gone.
Alright, well, it's getting late. It's gonna be it for this stream. I'll at least be able to got past the sort of beginning part, got new clothes, and now we'll start our new adventure on the next stream. So with that, folks, take care, enjoy the ending music, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.
of the strong.